Yo, what up, YouTube? 502KingPaul here, coming to y'all with another video. So this video, man, I want to take a moment. This young lady, she asked me to make a video about young women who are about to lose their virginity, young women who, thinking about having sex for the first time, or, just getting started in their whole sexual life. Just some words of advice, some words of encouragement. Now, I won't act like I'm a dating coach. I'm not a dating coach. I don't normally do dating advice or anything like that. But I did say that I would address her question, and I do want to address it in this video. If you are a young woman who's thinking about having sex for the first time in your life, I want you to consider a few things. I've actually written down 3 different questions I want you to ask yourself before you even, I know that your feelings telling you that you love this man. I know your body's telling you that you want to be touched, that you want to have some type of physical affirmation of the love that you have for this person. I know this. I understand that even if you are younger, under the age of 18, that you still feel like, your love is very much real. Now, speaking on that topic right there, everybody goes through a puppy love stage, and I want y'all to understand this, women. Everybody goes through a stage where, they're young, dumb, in love, looking over all the red flags, not even looking for flags, just, going with the flow and how they feel. I'm gonna tell you this now. You can't get caught up in how you feel, because that shit's gonna change. And even though you feel like you're in love at 14, 15, 16, 17, whatever, I guarantee you it's going to change. You will not be with that same person years from now. It's a very, 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 very small chance that you will still be with that same person who you are so much in love with right now, because like many other avenues of life, we think we have it all figured out at our current age. And we're still learning things every year. Every year we're learning something new. Every year we're taking in new information. We're able to make better decisions with that information that we've learned from our past experiences. So with that being said, every single year you're going to get smarter than you were the year before. So don't think that you have it all figured out before going into this. Don't think that you have the answers to everything. You never will have all the answers. Life is a continuous process of learning and growing. So there's nothing wrong with loving somebody and wanting to give them or show them your love in a physical way, but you have to be smart about it. You have to be wise, because there's a lot of things that you can fuck up in your own life if you don't, move with caution in that area. It's a few questions that I wrote down I just want to lay out here. Basically, for a young woman who is thinking about losing her virginity to a man she's been talking to, or a boy she's been talking to. I don't know how old some of y'all are, but just some questions you should ask yourself before having sex with that person. Number 1, has this man demonstrated that he wants you and only you? And by that, I don't mean him saying, hey, I want a relationship with you, baby. Just me and you. We riding together, die together. I'm not saying that. I mean, has he presented you with a wedding ring? And, that may be old-fashioned, where people say, man, you don't got to be married to have sex and all that. And this, okay, I understand your point of view on that. But this is the reason why I say it's important that you take that question into consideration. Number 1, if he hasn't given you a wedding ring, then good chances are he's just trying to get the pants. I'm just being honest from a young man's point of view. He's just trying to get inside your pants. He's just trying to have sex. His hormones are going crazy. He knows your hormones are going crazy. There's other girls around him whose hormones are going crazy. So he's just going for whatever he can get into. And that's as raw as I can keep that. You have to make sure that this man is doing this for the right reasons. Make sure that he truly intends on not only bringing you into his life, making you a permanent part of his life, but also treating you well while you're a part of his life, protecting you, providing for you, doing everything that a man should do. So that's something to take into consideration. If he's not showing you that he wants to be exclusively with you, that he wants to marry you by presenting you with the wedding ring, then you need to reconsider your options. You need to think about it. Just pump your brakes. Just pump your brakes. Figure out, is this really worth it? Number two, is this someone that you want to have a kid with? And I know 9 out of 10 times, the first time that you're having sex, you are not trying to have a kid. Just period. You're not trying to have a kid. Most people aren't trying to anyway. So when you enter the realm of a world where you're going to start having sex, you have to really, really, really take the time out. Stop. Pray, take a cold shower, do whatever you gotta do, shake them hormones off. Figure out if this is someone who you could truly see yourself having a kid with. If this is someone who you could truly see being a good partner with you, truly see being a good parent to your child. Because that's the reality of what's going on. Condom, no condom, birth control, whatever. Because sometimes people lie about that. Some men say they can't have kids. You have to be able to be prepared for whatever can come out of that situation. And the reality is, every time you have sex, you can have a kid. So you don't want to get caught up in a situation of lust and then end up having a kid and you tied to this person for, a decade or more of your life. That's just something that you don't want to do. So take that into consideration as well. Is this somebody who you really want to have a kid with? Last question, because I just put down 3 points here. Is he a man of God? And by that, is he a man who's led by God? Is he a man who goes to God before making tough decisions? This is something that's very important because, it relates back to my other video of soul ties. If this man is not a man of God, then you are putting yourself in a bad situation from jump. You're putting yourself in a situation to where now you're taking on this person's energy, you're taking on this person's spirit, and they're not even a person of God. So you have to think about what kind of consequences can come with that down the road. When you're a young lady, man, a young man, whoever, your first time having sex is going to be something that you'll never forget for the rest of your life. It will impact you for the rest of your life. It will put a mark on you for the rest of your life. I don't care who you are. I don't care how exclusive you are with your dating, how promiscuous you are with your dating. Your first sexual encounter leaves a mark on you for the rest of your life. And I really want somebody to, hear this out, especially a young woman who asked me this question in the first place, because she really, she wanted me to touch on this subject, and I've been meaning to get to the subject, and, I just want to be able to touch somebody, man, before they make the wrong decisions, because I can tell you the alternative. The alternative is you go out here and you have sex with a dude thinking that he loves you. He treats you like shit, and then you end up heartbroken. And then you try to get with another dude, and then he has sex. You try to get with another dude, and he has sex with you. And some women get caught up in this cycle, man. Some women get caught up in this cycle to where, I don't even think they meant to be hoes. But just over time and trying and not, using discernment and not slowing down and not really taking their time to get to know this person and know what their intentions are and know, what their heart is and what state their soul is in. I mean, it's a lot of things that you got to take into consideration. Me being older now, I understand that. Back when I was younger, I really didn't understand that. And nobody was telling me that. My OGs was telling me to fuck everything that I could. And I'm just being 100. Like, everybody was telling me, all the older men that I knew was like, man, fuck these hoes. Do what you want to do. Don't worry about whatever. Like, that's what I was raised up on. And once you get older and you start seeing the consequences and the headaches and, them soul ties start popping up and everything else, you start to realize that it's really not worth it, man. It's really worth taking the time to slow down and make sure that you're making the right move, man. And I hope that I put out something in this video that's going to touch somebody. Hopefully I catch a young lady before she started giving her body away to these dudes out here, because I'm telling you, man, they're relentless, man. I just told you this from my mouth. My OG said, you get as many as you can, man. Don't worry about none of the other stuff. So, you know, it just lets you know what certain men's mentality is. And you don't want to let your body go to a guy who's just thinking this is another notch on my belt, man. Man, God bless y'all. I hope y'all got something positive out this video. I hope I answered the questions, concerns. I do have some other ideas for future videos. Just make sure that you continue to tune in, like, subscribe, share these videos with people who need to see them, with people who need to hear this message, man. Y'all have a great day. It's 502 King Paul. Thank you for the support. I'm out.